The Abitibi Canyon. More kilometers. Okay, we're about 105 kilometers north of Highway 11, almost polar bear country. We're walking out to Abitibi Canyon, actually Abitibi Falls. There's a hell of a rapids, or only seen it from YouTube videos. So the rain's been on and off, so put the rain gear on, and apparently it's a 10-minute hike, so can't wait to see it. Ten-minute walk, turning out to be an hour walk or more. I already got maybe 12 blisters on the bottom of my feet, and they hurt. But when you're out here, there's no way I'd complain about anything right now. It's just so beautiful being out here. Alright, we're 8.5 kilometers in, and Ben seems to be doing better than the rest of us, so he's going to walk 1.5 kilometers and make a decision. If there's nothing there, we're heading back. It's one hell of an adventure out here. I mean, we're worried about a lot of things. We're worried about our feet, we're worried about water, and will we be able to walk it out? So Ben's gone ahead. He's going to walk 1.5 kilometers. Me and Mike are going to take it easy, and if we find something, we'll go the rest of the way. If not, we're just gonna walk the best we can and hope for the best. I'm starting to get thirsty, but anyway, this is what it's like out in the middle of nowhere in boreal country. Alright, well, we've walked our 10 kilometers. And we got duped. Doesn't look like we're gonna get to see the Abitibi Falls. And now we're heading back. Starting to get a little thirsty, but Mike's doing okay. Mike's been drinking the water off the leaves from the rainfall that we had. All along the trail, sometimes you find a nice leaf that has cupped a spool of water. Spool even a word? But you know, looking back, we're gonna say, ah, well, we had a hell of an adventure, even though we got duped. Out in the middle of nowhere, no wildlife. Trout? Oh, yeah, okay. We saw a grouse. I was just telling Mike here that if we do come across a bear, and the bear's going to be a little bit sizing us up for food, to make sure that if he attacks, punch him in the nose as hard as you possibly can. Alright, well, what, we got about 9 kilometers to go? 9 kilometers out in the boreal forest. But I do have to say that the 5.5K we did on the Sleeping Giant, I had blisters like that plastic wrapping bubbles all on my feet, some of them the size of quarters. I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks and some cotton balls to separate my toes, and I'm actually doing okay. I'm doing all right. So I'm just not pushing it. I'm walking slower, unlike my brother up there, who's, how old is he? 65. And man, this guy's walking like a 25-year-old.
Seconds. Distance 3.88 kilometers. Average pace 11 minutes 16 seconds per kilometer.
All right, I can explain that. It's not 3 point whatever kilometers. I turned that thing on so that we can keep track of how far we are going back, so we know how close we are to the vehicle again. So gives you a little peace of mind. You know, check in on the kilometers once in a while and leaps and bounds, and you know, keep your spirits up. You know, we're fighting dehydration, probably because I had a lot to drink last night and all I had was this much coffee. And well, basically, you know, we were told it was a 10-minute walk. Then we figured it was probably a 10-mile walk or 10-kilometer walk. And we got 5 kilometers and we kind of knew we got duped. So I just probably said the wrong thing and said, well, we've come this far. Yeah, no water, no food, no matches. No matches. I got a lighter. I also got a nail clipper.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with these energy bars, Jim.
What's that?
I got a whole pocket of energy bars. What do I do with them?
Ah, just throw them away. Well, anyway, but yeah, I probably mentioned this already. I don't remember what I just talked about, but in hindsight, at least we can talk about this. Our little deep woods experience in the boreal forest.
And if we don't get back to you, it's because we're dead somewhere.
Yeah, so if you don't see this video, it means we never made it back. I think that's about it. We got anything else to talk about?
My will.
I could just see us in about 5 or 6 more kilometers. We're going to be fighting over leaves, wet leaves. you know, if I'm going to do a 20-kilometer walk or more, I like to at least be prepared. You know, bring some energy bars, Cliff bars, water, maybe some amino supplements.
Enough money for taxi.
And gee golly, maybe some better freaking shoes. Oh man, I got a lot to learn about footwear. Well, anyway, I think I've run out of things to talk about, so I'm gonna end it here. I might tune back in a little later when we're at each other's throats. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Rescue! We've been rescued! Well, maybe not.
That's our friend.
That's not them, is it?
That's what she's driving.
Sounds like we passed the turnoff. Didn't know there was a turnoff. There was no markings.
No, I didn't turn right. We walked. I've got it on here. 10 kilometers. 10 kilometers. And then I said, the heck with this, I'm turning around.
Yeah, we got duped.
No, apparently, according to that,
You should turn
right after that turn, there was a path going to the...
Can I videotape that? You don't mind?
Google Maps.
Oh. You get Google out here?
No, there is no.
Right, there's no
but
service.
I downloaded it in advance.
Yeah.
So it's on my phone.
Okay.
Did they make it to their...
No, they make 6 kilometers and told when we meet you, tells that there is about 10 kilometers to the.
I walked it. As soon as it said 10 kilometers, I said that. I looked, and it was...
Well, enjoy it.
Take a little drive.
Okay.
Come back and you see us. We're gonna go get the truck and we're driving back. If you see
Well,
us,
if they did it, why can't we?
In this case, we won't be able to pass around here.
yeah. Well, if you see us laying there, just drive over us, because we're done.
You'll probably pass us on the way out.
All right.
Have fun, guys.
Thanks for stopping. Bye.
Well, you heard it.
So that was good. I was right then, eh? I said, around the curve, I thought there was going to be something. And they said that there was a trail going off to the side. I didn't see anything. There was no sign. There was nothing.
Well, how far off the trail? 3 kilometers?
Minutes, 46 seconds.
No, you know when we just finished that curve, right?
Yeah.
Right at that curve, apparently there's another trail. That
Well, it looked like something was funneling.
but it's what, 3 kilometers from that spot yet? 3 kilometers from that spot. So.
No, I think no. At this point, we're going to be
Look
more
what
worried
we're
about
running
getting out of
into.
here. We're at about 14 kilometers. And we've got about 6 more kilometers to go. The more we walk, the more encouraging it is to see that number, that distance that's left, shrink a little bit. You know, as tough as this is on my feet, I'm gonna miss this sort of thing. Well, just 6 more kilometers. Maybe 5.9 more to go. The rain's come back. Not that it bothers me.
Which is good, because now we have something to drink.
Yeah, Mike's been licking his jacket. Gotta do what you gotta do. See, just like this. See that right there? It's nice some beads there. And you just...
Time, 1 hour, 8
Mm.
minutes, 46
Mm.
seconds.
Mm,
Distance,
mm,
5.5,
Oh,
4,
yeah, that was good.
12.
Look at this one. This one. Hey. Oh,
Eat that in.
that was good.
Activity resumed.
Yeah, Activity resumed. Alright, check in a little later. Okay, it's been 2 days since I completed my trip from Hamilton to White River. We still got a few days to go, so what we're going to do is we just left Marathon, just came through White River. We're going to drive all the way up to Smooth Rock Falls. We're going to get a place to stay there for a couple of days, because what we're going to do is we're going to travel 30 kilometers north of Fraserndale from Smooth Rock Falls, and we're gonna ride in to see New Post Falls. Is that what it is?
Yep.
We're gonna ride in to see New Post Falls. We're not gonna walk it like we did last year. If you've seen some of my other videos, then you'll understand why we brought our bikes this year, or at least my brothers did. Speaking of my brothers, my brother Mike said hello, and said hello.
Hey, man.
So we're gonna document this little trip out to New Post Falls, and it should be pretty cool. And I'm pretty darn sure that the bike riding is going to be eventful, and we're probably going to get on each other's nerves and complain about our backs and our feet and yippee yahoo. But it should be cool. So that's what makes movies kind of fun to watch, because it's not boring. So we're at about what, 350 kilometers to go. All right, so I will tune in again in the morning when we set out and fully document something that we totally blew last year. It was a 20-kilometer trek in and out.
And missed the falls by 500 meters.
And missed the falls by 500 meters. That 500 meters, by the way, we were told was 500 meters off the road, but they didn't say which road. So, yeah, so you want to see that, scroll back in my page there and check out that mishap. We're gonna bike it in. Should be a lot of fun. So we're gonna get ready tonight. We're gonna make sure we're ready in the morning, and we're gonna actually pull off one thing we've always wanted to do. So, are we good?
We're good.
Yay! We're good. All right. Rock and roll. Bye for now. Okay, we left Smooth Rock Falls. We're heading north to Fraserndale. It's a 74-kilometer drive. We stopped for breakfast. When we got up this morning, it was 5 degrees. And we had breakfast, and now it's 12 degrees. So I think we got perfect riding conditions. It's overcast. We're not going to have the sun beating down on us. And we're heading up to Fraserndale, and then it's another 30 kilometers north to New Post Falls Trail, where we're going to ride 10 kilometers in. We're going to see the Abitibi Falls, or New Post Falls on the Abitibi. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But anyway, yeah, we're going to cover what we lost last year, so we're looking forward to it. So we are going to be about 140 kilometers north of the furthest highway in northern Ontario, and probably around 230 kilometers from James Bay. So we're out in the middle of nowhere. The only civilization out here is a hydroelectric power dam. There's some buildings out here, so the workers have dorms, they stay here. So the road was put in for that purpose. And then other things started popping up, like there's a camp out there. Howling Wolf Expeditions does some guiding out here, and so on. So we're gonna arrive in about 45 minutes and get our bikes ready, get our packs ready, and we're off. My only concern is how these guys are gonna do.
Do great.
And I'm banking my success on that response. All right, See you on the trail. Absinthe comes from Europe, right?
Yeah.
Or if it's manufactured here, the potency is downplayed. Like it's not downplayed. They don't make it like the European version.
Yeah.
That's 80% and a hallucinogen. The LCBO is not going to sell hallucinogens, right? Yeah, they're
Americans say, oh, you know, we got the right to do blah blah blah. I don't remember.
Oh God, my finger. Damn. All right, off with the camera. All right, everybody, this is what I'm talking about. We are what 74 plus 30, so it's 134 kilometers north of Smooth Rock Falls. We are literally out in the middle of nowhere. This is a trail here. You can drive it. You can walk it like we did. We had a lot of fun. And it's almost time for a new sign. New Post Falls. So, it's pretty cool. Well, we're going to start on our little journey. Are you ready? All right, we're off to New Post Falls. It's kind of weird riding this bike with all the packs, without all the packs and trailers. All right, it's gonna move on. 1 kilometer in. Seems like 1,000 to these guys. Oh. There goes Mikey. Just 9 kilometers to go. Oh, Jesus, is so much better than walking. This is fun and bumpy. My energy. There's a look of happiness.
I just put higher gear, and it's got me 10 times faster. And
See, they're picking up on things. They're learning a little. Me too. I don't think I need 3 liters of water for this, but I can drink at will. Mike, remember licking these leaves?
oh yeah.
Do you remember licking my jacket?
Oh yeah. Turn around over there. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. That's still like a lot of walking back there.
That's why I turned the truck around. Wow, so we only made it up to there, right?
Well, it looks like I'm here. This is the bend in the road. This was a little grown in last year. We ended up, I'm at the, 8 kilometer mark. We continued that way, not even seeing this. We know where it is now. Cool. All right, I'll just wait for those two to catch up. I guess it was only 8 kilometers. Okay, upon further review, it appears we have about 2 more kilometers to go. We looked at Google Maps and there's a There's a point on that river where the river takes a dogleg right, and it seems to be about 2 kilometers further. So yes, Ben was right.
Thank you.
Ben 1, Jim 25. All right.